Alright, welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. Her name is Abihail. Abihail. Abihail, not Abigail. So the story headline says Buju Banton reunites with his daughter Abihail. Heartwarming moment, Buju Banton reunites with Abihail, right? This story was ran in the Loop, so big up to the Loop for that 1 year. 7 years ago, during Buju Banton's sentencing, a U.S. federal court in Tampa, Florida, heard a heartfelt request for leniency from the reggae icon's daughter, who was then only 11 years old. That was Abihail Myrie. Here she sits on his lap today, a grown woman. "I can't imagine a life without my father," the child reportedly wrote. "I would really appreciate if you would give him a second chance." Can you imagine an 11-year-old having to write this? I bet she was trembling. I bet she was scared, not having a full understanding of what was about to happen to her dad, only knowing that he had always been there and he was about to not be there for a very, very long time, which is exactly what happened, right? So 9 years and a couple months, almost 10 years to a 11-year-old is an eternity. That's their entire lifetime. Abihail shared the heartwarming moments in a social media post. So people are asking how we get this and why people have this. This is an intimate moment, like I said on my live last night, that I don't think should have been shared. But obviously it was not shared at the moment it was happening. You know, some reality shows where mother goes to meet son she hadn't seen for the first time. She's seeing him now in how many years. And I'm thinking, if this was genuine, people would do it behind closed doors. And then if you want to share pictures of it after, then that's fine. This is exactly what happened in this case. They already had the reunion, and Abihail chose to share what she wanted to share with the public. So I honored that by doing this, right? So she shared these heartwarming moments in a social media post. She said, "I've imagined what this moment would be like, replaying it over and over again in my head, but now I can stop imagining because that moment is finally here," Abihail wrote. "It's so real and I can't even find the words to express how I feel. I missed you so much. I am so happy to finally have you here. My heart is so full. How do you make an exact replica of yourself though? Question mark. Twinning." And she is definitely twinning. If you look at this picture right here and you look at Buju Banton, Buju and his daughter look exactly alike. Beautiful young lady. I mean, I say Buju is beautiful. Buju is a good looking brother. His daughter is beautiful, right? Photos of these moments show both Buju, whose real name is Mark Myrie, and his daughter overjoyed as they embrace. The post has been shared thousands of times on social media as Buju Banton fans celebrate his release from almost 10 years in a U.S. federal penitentiary. Now, I did a live yesterday. Let me read some comments first before I go into what I said on the live yesterday concerning Buju Banton and social media. DDT said, "Life's journey, Buju. Never forget to stay out of Babylon. Hold a low profile. Don't make the same mistakes now that you have a second chance. BTW, that daughter is what you call cut to fit." Somebody else said, "Yes, she's like a laser image." Sandon says, "A very special moment indeed. A father and his daughter. I can just imagine the mental ups and downs she has had to go throughout that time." It's Solim says, "Word of advice, Mr. Buju. Don't let your past dictate your future, but never forget the journey." Jen Wallace Juju said, "Beautiful." Kapat 10 said, "Happy days. I would love to hear his side. Alex Johnson set him up with government help after years of trying." And he's talking about Buju's case. Anyways, in any event, I choose no longer to talk about what happened in Buju Banton's case. Who set him up? Was he guilty? Did they get him because they wanted him for boom bye bye? He wasn't into no wrongdoings. It was all orchestrated around him to entrap him. I'm through talking about all that, and the reason being is that it came, it happened, and it went. Buju did the time. He cannot take that time back. The time is done. It's time to move forward. My thing is this whole social media thing, and I said I'm waiting to hear or to see that first sit down interview that he does, and I'm hoping he does it with on stage with Mr. Winford Williams, because Winford knows how to ask the questions, right? And it'll be interesting to hear what Buju Banton thinks about social media, what social media has turned into over the years that he has been gone. Like I said before, if you look at the cell phone and the computer, very different from what it was a decade ago. So now that he is out, people that go to prison for that long, they're never privy to a lot of things, and when they come out, it's like coming out to a new world with so much technological advancement. So with his picture being plastered all over the place, and people, especially like vloggers, doing multiple videos and speculating and speaking as if they know and all this kind of things, and who talk bad, I'm sure he's used to the bad talking and the praises already from being who he was before, exposed to popularity at a high level. But to see where it's at now, it's gone even higher. That will be very interesting. In the meantime though, I just hope that Buju spend a lot of time with his family, get himself together, yeah, wash out, in and out, and just enjoy life to the fullest. Eat some good food, burn some good herbs, and get his whole life back where he wants it, on that track outside of those prison walls. It's SouFLoTV, man. Leave your comment in the comment section below. I'm out. Peace.